What it do, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. And this video is none other than, a little bit of a couple of topics. A lot of the topics are going to deal with Takeoff. Takeoff was unfortunately, murdered or unalived on the 31st at a dice game in Houston, and it has really shaken up the whole music industry, child. It's really shaking everything up. And I just had, my own little thoughts and opinions and such, that I kind of wanted to speak on. And I just want to start this out. Hey, Ayana. I just want to start this out by saying that my condolences go out to the families involved, with Takeoff's family and Quavo's family. I know that they're related. I guess I kind of always get confused when things like this happen, and then everybody, makes these posts or these statuses saying like, how could y'all do this, and stuff like that. And I'm guilty of doing that myself. But I believe when you perpetuate a certain type of energy and a certain type of sound, it can kind of take form of itself. Like, I never really understood how, there's certain rappers who can rap about shooting, rap about gang violence, rap about, whooping ass and things of that nature. And then when they get killed, we're all like, oh my gosh, how how could this be? You know what I'm saying? So it makes, to me, I don't understand that. I feel that if you perpetuate, violence throughout your music and throughout your being, and let's not act like, the Migos are, innocent individuals. But I'm saying that when you perpetuate this, like, don't you kind of expect it to kind of hit you at some point? Monique says, hey y'all. Hey Monique. Chosen says, hello from California. I have 5 minutes left on my break. And what kills me the most is the black community when it comes to stuff like this, because all we're gonna do is do an uproar. It's the same thing. It's gonna be an uproar. Everybody's gonna be upset. Everybody's gonna be mad. Everybody's gonna talk about how effed up this is. Everybody's emotional right now. Then it's just gonna be the same thing again. People are just gonna go back to making hood music. People are gonna go back to making violent music, drug induced music, about killing, doing this and doing that, and then it's gonna happen again. And then what's gonna happen? We're gonna get upset. We're gonna try to call for a change. But to be honest, y'all don't want no change. Y'all don't want no change. Because whenever we try to critique one of our own or critique ourselves about black on black crime, or about the fact that we're way too focused on police brutality instead of black on black brutality, then we start getting called coons, or we start getting called, names and such. But at the end of the day, we really do need to focus and hone in on why is it that we are killing ourselves at such a high rate, more so than the other races. They're not killing themselves the way we're killing us. But then you want me to sit here and shiver in my boots because a police officer is coming, to stop my car. But 9 times out of 10, I got to worry about y'all more so than I got to worry about the police officer, right? So my question is this, like, so how is this change going to come about? How are we going to maneuver ourselves? How are we going to maneuver ourselves to make better decisions? How are we going to change the pendulum to swing in a different favor? That pleases our livelihoods and our lifespans, most importantly, right? And I just don't feel that, baseless insults towards music or baseless insults will do anything. What we really need to do, we really need to take a deep dive into our own mental psyche as Black people, and we really need to evaluate why is it that we hate ourselves, because I believe that's exactly what it all boils down to. We hate ourselves. We do. We do. And a lot of y'all are thinking right now, a lot of people are thinking right now, oh, I don't hate myself. I love me. And that may be true, but I'm saying subconsciously, and I believe it's ingrained in our DNA to have traits of self-hate. And if that includes, hurting somebody that looks like us, then that also includes it. Hey Sean, how are you? Um so yes, there is a really big issue here that we really need to address. And I just want to put it out there that these are not, alt-right, beliefs. These are not conservative beliefs. These are beliefs that are based in actual facts. The fact that I don't have to worry about policemen killing me on a regular basis. I've been stopped, I've been stopped way more, than most. I've gotten a lot of tickets in my day. But I'm saying that I'm still here. I don't have a horror story to tell. But what I do have a horror story on telling is how somebody tried to rob me back when I was living back in Las Vegas, or how I know about 3 or 4 people that have gotten killed, in gang violence, or how I know people who have gotten killed, in the hood with no trace of who could have did it. You know what I'm saying? So how am I gonna sit here and focus on, saying Black Lives Matter or that police brutality needs to stop when we can't even stop brutalizing each other? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel that we really need to switch our gears to trying to fix ourselves, because this is sick, honestly. And and it's not gonna get better. I don't know if y'all believe in the Bible. I don't know if y'all believe in Revelations. I don't know if y'all get down like that. Me personally, I like to be more inclined to believing in the Bible. And I always said this, like, I believe your last words. Like I said, if your last, like to me, if I'm standing over somebody who is about to take their last breath, the first thing I would want to do is have them give their life over to God first, before they cross over. Because I'm just saying, just better be safe than sorry, my friend. You don't want to cross over to the other side and you can't get in the good gates. Okay. You don't want to go to the alternative place. So but that's just what I believe in. So I'm saying that I believe that we're going to continue to go deeper and deeper and deeper into chaos until the coming. I don't understand how they become rich and be around the same hoodlums and partaking in hood activities and think it won't happen. And another thing, we really need to talk about Jay Prince. Y'all, I do not like him. I do not like Jay Prince. I cannot stand no old man who don't want to let go of gang or mob ties. Like, you old, like, sir, you are close to death. Let's be real here. You're close to death than most of us, and you're still perpetuating violence, gang culture, mob culture, and you're not helping the Black community. Like, all you do is cause pain. And let's not act like Jay Prince was not also involvement, in some other deaths, with some other rappers, regardless on if he actually had anything to do with it, which I don't know that to be a fact or not. So I'll put that allegedly, but he was in the same vicinity, right? He was around. He was in the picture before people are dying. Same thing here. And then to add insult into injury, he's this man that supposedly has the keys to Houston, the keys to Texas. You got to check in with him when you come in. And that's another fucking thing. Why do people got to check in with some random motherfucker that they don't know? Like, since when did you own Houston? Since when did you own Houston is my question. Like why do we have these type of systems? Y'all sitting here letting all of these quote unquote, white people who love to kill us and Black Lives Matter, y'all letting them walk free, right? All of these policemen who have shot and killed multiple people are walking free and safe, but y'all believe Black Lives Matter, but y'all killing us. I haven't seen nobody attempt to lay hands on the man who killed Trayvon Martin. Why ain't we touched him yet? But we touched Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, which also really affected me deeply because I don't know if y'all noticed about me, but I'm a West Coast nigga. I'm a West Coast to my core. Okay. I am West Coast and I love the West Coast. I may not live there anymore for personal reasons, but at the end of the day, I have love, from my side of the tracks. So it really did hurt me when Nipsey Hussle passed because he was actually doing things to progress the community. He wasn't just out here rapping BS. He was actually doing things to try to better our community. But like I said, it's all fake, it's all fraudulent, it's all performative. Because if Black lives truly matter, if Black lives truly matter, our whole thought process would be different. Our whole mindset would be different. But it's not. And I know y'all want me to say, well, I ain't gonna say y'all because I don't know if anybody on here wants me to say this, but I know y'all want me to say, oh, it's so tragic, this gang stuff needs to stop. No, it goes deeper than that. Why do we hate ourselves 400 years later after slavery is ended? Wait, not 400 years. It's been about like half of that. But you get what I'm saying. I'm sorry. This is the culture that is perpetuated in our community. Until Black people understand their power, potential for greatness, this will not stop. It is not about the money. And that's what I'm saying. How come every other race has music and none of that involves killing one another? Like Black people, like the main source of rap is talking about how you're gonna do this and this and this to him and do that to her and do this to them and do that to them, and how you gonna get away with it, pop this one, and you down with the cause and everything else like that. But you don't hear that in other races' music. They're not threatening each other. They're not out here trying to target one another, right? That's why Megan rushed to out him and Carl, saying they were threatening and trying to bully her. Why he was interfering with Meg and her manager's contract dispute is weird. I'm sure she scared him. You want to know why? You want me to tell you why? Or you want me to can I give you my own opinion as to why, or my own thoughts as to why? I'm gonna let you know. So listen, we all know, and like, follow me. If y'all want to take notes, take notes. So you have Carl, who is born and raised in Houston, right? Then you have Megan, who was born and raised in Houston as well. Obviously, we have an old motherfucker here who is trying to lay claim on the whole land of Houston. So if you have people that have to come from other cities when they have to perform there, when they're trying to just have a good time there, have to check in with him. And if y'all think that this man don't have, if y'all thinking that they don't have to give this man money, because let's be real, what do y'all think Jay Prince is getting his money from? Because who the fuck is on Jay Prince's label? Rap A Lot Records. Who is on Jay Prince's label? Nobody. Nobody at all. Who is on his label. So in order for you to do this, and remind y'all, the main thing that he always talks about is mob ties. And that is a one main thing. A mob is not going to allow you to make money on their land or on their turf without giving them a percentage of that. So you best believe that if Carl has started all of this, record label stuff, that Jay Prince is somewhere in an influence, or Jay Prince is somewhere taking some type of collection from it. And best believe that if he does win this lawsuit and Megan owes him $1 million or so, do you not think that Jay Prince is going to get a piece of that money? And that's not the main cause as to why he's upset, because it's not just Carl making money for, like, from Megan. It's also Jay Prince, like, who's also, I feel like, probably pressuring or probably influencing Carl to split proceeds with him. That is why he decided to hop in a beef that was not his. And that's why you don't see Megan really talking about performing in Houston. Because Jay Prince is trying to intimidate people. Jay Prince is trying to control people, allegedly. Jay Prince is out here trying to control a narrative and control artists who come there and make them come to him to check in for protection. And in order to be protected, they ain't gonna protect you for free. Baby, no, they not. You think they protecting you for free? Oh no, you're gonna have to pay for that. You're gonna have to pay for that. Because he's just, quote unquote, doing his job, protecting the people. And Jay Prince is with the shits. And if you and I don't know if y'all remember this, but Jay Prince and NBA YoungBoy had got into it at one point, because Jay Prince all of a sudden decided to randomly get on live or get online with his rinky dinky ass son and say that, oh, I know the people who broke in and stole all of NBA YoungBoy's belonging from his house. Like, he needs to get in contact with me and I can help him, because, one thing I try to do is help my black people. What he's really saying through all of that, which real hood niggas can understand, I'm trying to tell y'all, I may be preppy. I may, be college educated now. I may be former military now, but that does not mean that I've lost all of my street intelligence, my street smarts. And that lets me know that what he's telling us, in between words, is that he sent people to hit NBA YoungBoy's house allegedly, and he has all of the stuff. And if NBA YoungBoy wants to get it, he's gonna come back and give him payment. Because truth be told, if he really wanted to help NBA YoungBoy, he really wanted NBA YoungBoy to get his stuff back. If he has all of this influence, if he has all of this, this dominance, why not just tell those people to give this stuff back? Get his stuff back. Give him his stuff back. Why do I have to arrange a meeting with you and talk to you to get my stuff? I'm not about to bargain with you to get my shit back. Fuck you talking about. And that is exactly why NBA YoungBoy, when he heard that, he immediately flipped out and made a whole lot, dragging the shit out of Jay Prince. Because what Jay Prince wants to do, he wants to bogart and bully everybody and try to get a piece of everybody's pie that comes up and through Houston. And he wants to try to be a dominant party. What he wants to try to do is be like the Houston version of Suge Knight back in the 90s. That's what he wants. That was a dog whistle from JP to NBA YoungBoy. Exactly. And I'm saying, like, Jay Prince, you are old as fuck. You old as fuck, Jay Prince. Like, you way too old for this shit. Like, at what point do your old ass get tired? Huh? At what point does your old ass decide to be a better person? Not just for the rest of the community, but for your fucking soul. I know you have to hear God talking to you. I know you have to feel something on your shoulder, but is the money, the power, and the influence, is it that much that you can't let this lifestyle go and move the fuck on and allow people to live their lives and move freely in a city that you don't fucking own? You are not the United States of America. You do not own any one of these cities or states. Right? One thing I cannot stand is an old nigga who don't know how to let shit go. I cannot stand that shit. It really pisses me off because when you have bitches like that who hold on to what they believe and what they think and try to influence that on a younger generation, they hold us back from maturing. They hold us back from becoming better people. They hold us back from evolution. And that is exactly why you see people still perpetuating racism because that dumb shit is getting taught. Nobody's born racist. Nobody's born racist. They're taught it. And you want to know who the fuck they're getting it taught by? Older generations who is passing that shit down to the younger generation. Same thing with this gang culture. Same thing with this mob culture. Same thing with all this bullshit. But like, we want to be down, right? We want to sit here and say, oh, like in my hood, we don't snitch. In my hood, we don't do this. In my hood, we don't do that. But my thing is this: what do you niggas get out of gangs? I'm just saying, every gang nigga that I know has been broke. That's all I'm saying. Every nigga that's been in a gang has been broke that I've met. I have not yet met one rich nigga that's in a gang. I haven't. And if it is one rich nigga, he's controlling a whole bunch of broke niggas, and the broke niggas ain't going nowhere. They're gonna still be in the same spot, giving all of their stuff to the rich nigga because they believe that at some point they're gonna be given a better lifestyle because of what he's been able to achieve through their hard work, through their sacrifices, through them putting blood on their hands. And I never understood that. I wouldn't, your bitch, you ain't gonna never catch me repping no gangs. Because last time I motherfucking checked, that shit don't put a check in your pocket. It doesn't. And this is not a diss to a specific type of games because I know better than that. I'm not dumb. But I'm saying that, like, what do you get out of it? Brotherhood? You can do that shit by going to an HBCU and going into a fraternity or a PWI. And then at least if you're doing a Greek organization, one of the divine knives, at least you can get some type of network and stuff in the professional field, some job opportunities. What the hell do you get from being a gang member? Tell me. If it ain't bullet wounds and death, it's crack in jail. Which one? Pick one. Last time I checked, all of those options are bullshit and nobody wants those. So I don't understand why is this being perpetuated. It's because we're getting taught that this shit is what's okay. And that's why I personally don't really listen to a whole lot of male rappers like that because I'm not with that shit. Like, I'm really not. I listen to certain male rappers and other ones I really try not to. I don't listen to motherfuckers who like, well, I take that back because I really do love the game. I'm sorry, y'all. I know. I need to be better. But I like sometimes West Coast music has a hold on me. But like the game is like really the only one. But these other niggas, no. And I'm so sick and tired of the performative bullshit. I'm so sick and tired. Why is this man getting out of his car with barely no clothes on, no shirt? Is he going to a job interview? Why doesn't he have a shirt on? I mean, but his body ain't bad, or I guess. But why did he have to come out of the car to put a shirt on to get back in the car? He couldn't put the shirt on inside of the car? I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the mall parking garage. My job is literally right across the street from the mall. Like, it's perfect. And I kind of did like a little lunch break earlier. Not a lunch break. I had ordered me a salad to the office, but the salad was kind of nasty, and I didn't really finish eating it. Like, the kale tasted dirty, so I didn't finish it. So like I just said I'm just gonna like, you know, go and like take a lunch break at around like 2 or so. But yeah, y'all, let me get back to topic. I'm not trying to get distracted. Y'all know how I am. But yeah, this is really disgusting. Like Jay Prince is old as hell, still playing these childish games. Like, do y'all, like I'm saying, do people think about what happens in the afterlife? Do people think about what happens after you cross over? What happens? Do you not think you have to be accountable for your actions? Do you not think you have to be accountable for the life that you live? And truth be told, that is why I try my best. I already know that I already have my own crosses to bear and my own things that I probably need to overcome. But I'm saying I at least try my best to treat people kindly. I try my best to treat people the way I want to be treated, to give people the support the way I want to get supported. You know, to treat people the right way, treat people with kindness. It's not that hard to be nice to people. And it's really disappointing that a man like this has not learned his lesson. And what makes this even worse is that although Takeoff's life was taken, nothing is going to change. Nothing's going to improve from this. We're going to go right back to the hood shit tomorrow. And then another hood, and then another gang rapper, or another, you know, gang culture rapper is going to be getting killed again. And then we're gonna throw up another. Oh my God, rest in peace. No, how you gonna do this? Like, same thing. Same thing is gonna keep on happening because we perpetuate violence, we perpetuate crime, and we perpetuate deaths in the black community as if there are badges of honor or something. Because truth be told, we don't hold our own lives in importance. Because you want to know, it's easy for them to do that shit to a black man, but you want to know these niggas ain't going out here and killing white people because they know better. They hold them in a different category. They hold them in a different type of importance to know that they cannot touch them, but they'll touch each other, and that's problematic. That to me reflects self hate. To me, that reflects that, like, for example, these niggas out here caping for Kanye West, y'all motherfuckers can go to hell. Okay? Y'all motherfuckers can go to hell. That we like it's a literal movement of black men trying to support Kanye West in his outright, beliefs. As in, slavery was a choice. Bitch, what? And then you have the hood niggas and the niggas who be listening to Kanye West trying to explain this shit in the comments. Like, all of a sudden these motherfuckers know how to read and write. Any other time y'all niggas barely act like y'all can speak properly. Right? Anytime you ask one of these rappers or one of these niggas off the street to speak a sentence, they mumbling and cackling and they don't know what the fuck to say. But it's so, but now all of a sudden, when somebody says slavery is a choice, all of a sudden you guys turn into motherfucking historians. Technically, it was a choice because the Native Americans chose not to get enslaved, and look how they turned out. Always fighting on the wrong side, always fighting for people who don't see it for us, always in support of somebody who is damaging to us as a culture, as a people, as a movement, as a wholeness, as us just being one. They're causing division, and y'all are literally standing these niggas. Like, I'm trying to tell you, the hetero movement is sad. And then add to insult and the injury, they want to protect the nigga who said slavery was a choice, but then they want to tear down like Lil Nas X for wearing booty shorts and in an Ice Spice wig. What is wrong with y'all? Why do y'all give a fuck about somebody's sexuality, who they're having sex with, who they're screwing, what they're doing with their bodies? Why do you care? instead of caring about the people who are influencing our culture and influencing other bitches and other fucking races to not respect the struggle that we had to work through. When you have somebody like that, listen to me. When you have somebody like that of a Kanye West stature out here basically saying, oh, slavery was a choice, or this don't matter, or that his or the knee wasn't even on his neck like that. You're literally giving permission from other races, and we all know what race I'm talking about, to literally play in our motherfucking face about our own fucking history and the trauma that we've been through. But y'all don't understand that. These niggas are so basic minded. I cannot. I'm trying to tell y'all, 9 times out of 10, heterosexual black men disappoint me every day. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. It's sad. It's sad. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, by the way. I don't know if I asked y'all to do that yet. Please like the video so I can get myself in the algorithm. I'm trying to open myself up. Well, I'm not trying. I do talk about a whole bunch of different topics. But I'm saying, like, I'm about to see how I can do, talking about, popular topics. I do know that I do have a tendency to kind of begin to get a little bit political when I start talking about pop culture, because I do believe that it influences our political beliefs and values. Hey, y'all, in my wonder voice, I'm late. Well, welcome. Come on, Jeremy, wake up. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what this means, Nicole. Maybe you should try to like retype it. Don't do nothing but end up dead or in trial. Listen. Then they want to sing "Me at the Crossroads." Like, number one, you niggas are going to hell. Okay, it ain't no crossroads. Like, I don't know why hood niggas think that after they get done killing a whole 20, 25 people and they end up getting got, they gonna end up in a pearly gates. Like, bitch, what are you talking about? Like, that's definitely not how that work. It's definitely not how that work. The Takeoff death is so damn sad. I don't like the new, young, or little rappers. But I actually love the Migos and all of their solo projects. I do Takeoff. I just didn't know if you wanted to call in or not. I'll drop a comment. I mean, I dropped the link. All right, the link is dropped. So if you wanted to, try to call in, if y'all want to call in, y'all better hurry up. Like, I'm saying though. Oh, okay. I see. Like, yeah, like, it be killing me when hood niggas be like, I'll see you at them pearly gates. Nigga, you just got done killing 10 people. Like, you're going to hell. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do y'all be thinking? Like, y'all literally don't read the Bible. Y'all literally don't go to church. Hold on. I'm about to bring up Vaughn. And y'all literally don't do any of this shit that requires us to actually get to know Christ on a deep level and actually abide by the word that he wants us to do. But somehow you niggas still think that heaven is attainable. If God literally said many are called but few are chosen, I guarantee you that don't include the hood nigga who just killed 10 people before he died. I'm sorry if he died in a tragic way, but even the Bible said, like, the way you die really ain't got shit to do with God. It really don't. It really don't got nothing to do with that. However you die, that's between you and the earth. What matters is the relationship that you facilitated with God and how much you decided to love him enough to follow the words that he asked you to follow. That is what brings you into heaven. No matter how tragic of a death you might have, that don't mean shit to God, because human life is dispensable. He can give it, reverse it, flip it, and bring it back. That's not important. Okay, but hold on. What's up, Vaughn?
Hey, how's it going, man? I just ran across your channel, by the way.
Hello?
I'm a content creator by myself.
Can y'all hear him?
Hello?
Wait, it might be me. I cannot hear you, Vaughn.
Can you hear me now?
Um, uh,
Y'all can hear me?
hmm. I'm gonna push you down. Try to come back up.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. All right.
Y'all can hear him. Oh shit! Not that. Okay, hold on. Well, let me exit out of this. Come back in and try it again. Okay. Give me a second. All right. Try to speak again, Vaughn.
Yo, mic testing one, two,
Okay.
three. You can hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I just stumbled upon your channel. I'm a content creator myself. I just started dropping content actually. But I wanted to ask you, do you think because like I have this feeling like that black people could literally just be under a spell because like we hear over the years that people are talking about like our culture and whatnot, and it seems like everything that is being preached is like it's literally entering our ears and then coming out the other side. And it's like, do you think black people just don't want to listen to the truth about ourselves?
I definitely do think that's the issue. And like, if you ever look at it, like, y'all want to know somebody, like, I don't know if you ever heard of this YouTuber, but I promise you, like, this dude is one of the realest niggas I've ever listened to on this platform, and I love to listen to his content, even when it agitates me. I feel like it's still worth listening to. His name is Ruined Leon, and
Mm-hmm.
he's always able to point out when we don't want to hear the truth.
But why do you think that is? It's like we get preached to almost every day. Like you can hear it from different content creators and different platforms where like somebody's preaching the truth, but nobody wants to listen to the truth. Everybody's acting the same way. It's
I,
like
I, I feel like it's because people want to be stuck in their own ways. I feel like people don't want to change. I feel like it goes to a subconscious level where I feel like it really does stem from, I always say, self-hate, and they're not going to try to better themselves because that go against the hate that they have for themselves and others that look like them as well. So all you want to do is continue to perpetuate like negativity. You're not going to try to change for the positive because you don't feel positive things about yourself. Like,
right.
and I feel like a lot of that is caused by the music that we listen to,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I don't really listen to, like I said, a lot of male rappers like that,
Right.
except for like a few. Like, one of the male
Right.
rappers that I love is J. Cole. J. Cole is probably one of my favorite rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that KOD album is always on repeat. Because although he's telling you, like, niggas ain't shit, he's saying that at the end of the day, we all need to improve and we all want to improve. It's not about like, being comfortable being stagnant, or being comfortable being in a terrible, mind state, either on drugs or killing somebody. We really need to try to change and be better people. That's why I love his music and Kendrick Lamar's.
Right.
But so
Can
yeah.
I talk to you on a spiritual level
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
this?
Oh yeah.
Do you think, as God's chosen people, we are cursed because we don't listen? I feel like our people is just like so docile. We can hear the message, but it's not getting through. Do you think we're cursed as a people?
Well, I want to, like,
Like,
I
because
try
that can be the only explanation that I can think of,
I try
honestly.
like I try not to, like, to replicate that frame of thought, because like what, like, as you first come into, I promise you, this is like literal textbook. As soon as you step into Christianity, after you, like, give your life over to God, or you attempt to, the first thing that you step into is Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
And you think that is what they're saying is 100% facts, and it's not. It's like it's all based on lies, because Acts Corinthians, Romans, all refute the things that they're teaching. And when you actually question them and really heat them up on things that are actually scripturally based, they're not able to give you good arguments. So I don't think anybody is more, is more, important than than anybody else as far as what God is concerned.
Exactly.
I feel after Jesus came, that kind of got rid of all of that. And I don't know who the true, who are like the actual Israelites are. I don't know which one those are. But at the end of the day, I don't even think it matters to like anymore at that point,
Right.
because we all have the same equal opportunity
Right.
to get to heaven anyway.
Right.
I think that's another way to try to like divide, just not our own race, but
Right.
also other people from like going to God, because a lot of Hebrew Israelites try to tell other people that they don't have a place in heaven. It's only like God's chosen people, and that's also a lie. So
Right.
but I do believe that Satan definitely does have influence of us through music, and he uses rappers and he uses all of that stuff to try to influence us to do things. That's why I believe that if you really want to try to like give your life up to God, you cannot listen to secular music at the same time. Like,
Right.
you can't go to church and then listen to music about sucking dick and then trying to figure out why you can't stop trying to fornicate the next day. You can't. Like those things are connected. What you like, for example, like the more what we eat reflects how our health is. And I feel like it's the same thing spiritually.
Right. Right. Um. So, as of slavery, do you think we're so traumatized from slavery? It's just embedded into our DNA. But
I definitely do. And the fact that nobody has offered us any type of therapy for it, nobody is offered, and I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about our ancestors as well. Like, nobody was offered like anything. What we had to do, we just had to continue to move forward. But you don't know how going through slavery, the different types of mental like instabilities, and how that continued to like influence how we decided to move. Therefore, in the future, for example, I believe toxic masculinity is a form of trauma from slavery, because usually back in those days, males were getting buck broken, by slave masters or by the slave master's wife. They were getting buck breaking. They were
Mhm.
getting sexually assaulted and dominated, so, like, in front of their families. But after that, they still had to maintain a sense of masculinity, a sense of leadership, to allow their families that they built in these plantations to know that they still, have a safe space. So in order to do that,
Right.
you're gonna perpetuate an overextended form of masculinity to therefore try to make your family feel that they are solidified.
Right. So, I have a question. How would you be able to break, that mindset that most black people have, as far as, like, let's say, the hood mentality? How would somebody go about breaking that? Because I've grown up in the hood. I'm not a hood nigga, but I have family that's been in the streets or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know,
What
I,
what
I
would I
grew up different. I mean, I do have the tendency to, I listen to rap music basically. At one point in time, I'm gonna be honest. Middle school, high school, I was homophobic. I grew up. I was like, bro, they're people just like us. Like, why do people care where somebody's sticking their private parts in? Like, I
okay,
don't care.
okay,
They're humans just like us. You
so
know.
can I ask you a question though about
Uh
that?
huh. Go
So
ahead.
like I'm not like this is gonna break down the sheer stupidity of hood niggas. Okay, so
Right.
why do you believe hood niggas hate gay people?
Because they gay, bro. I already know,
I'm
bro.
I'm
I
saying
know.
about no
I know.
like,
They're DL, and they hate that they're DL
why
because
I
I've
don't
grown up. I'm from Atlanta, and I know a lot of hood niggas. They be fucking with trans. I'm sorry for cursing. They be messing with
well, that is
transsexuals
true.
on the DL. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
that
for
is
cursing, by
true.
the way. So, and I believe that that makes them homophobic because they know
Well,
deep down they are like that. You know.
I don't know if I believe that's what it is in all totality. I'll tell you what I believe, and I'll just
What you
let you
believe?
make your own on your own, like, you know,
Okay.
beliefs. I believe the reason that like, you know, heterosexual black men have a sudden disdain for gay people is because they are able to feel superior to gay people. I feel like when it comes to black males, when I'm talking about heterosexual black males, I'm talking about majority. I
Uh-huh.
feel that they already know that they're close to the bottom of the totem pole. They know that they're not in competition with a white man. They know that
Mhm.
they're not even in competition with a white woman, Hispanic man, or Asian woman. So that leaves your own community. And how do you be able to feel superior in your own community other than to have prejudice towards certain individuals who differ from what you are in that community? So in order for me to feel superior, I have to not only tear down gay people, but also tear down black women. Let's not act like, you know, that's not a thing as well. I feel like that is the main source of it all. Is the feeling of wanting to be superior in your own race, because you don't feel that superiority anywhere else. So the only way for us to feel like, at least I ain't like that nigga, at least I'm better than him, you know, it's gonna be, I'm gonna discriminate towards this gay person. And that's what I feel it boils down to, is the
I mean,
fact that
that's a
people,
valid point, but I've seen it in Atlanta. Like
I
I
mean,
don't
like
know if you
I
heard
know
about
that
Atlanta,
those
but
are,
I've seen it.
I know that
And
those are like,
majority of I say majority of like hood dudes, they're
mhm.
DL. They're a DL, and they hate that they DL. And that's why I get the homophobic vibes from them, because they hate that they're like that.
Yeah.
You know,
But I don't,
I won't
I
put
just,
that on all hood niggas because I met some real hood niggas, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Like, you know, a
and
dude told me to keep quiet about it. I'm like, oh, okay,
I'm saying like those, like it's definitely those that are like that. But I just don't believe that just because you don't like gay people, that means that you want to sleep, you know, with a male undercover, or, you know, a trans woman undercover, or, you know, anybody trans undercover. Like, I
right,
don't think that that's the case 100% of the time. I feel like it's more so oftentimes, like, you know, superiority based, you know,
right,
rather than, you know, the sexually based. Although there's a good percentage of the men who self-hate, you know, because they also might have those feelings, you know. I believe that it's majority because people want to feel superior, and
right,
you're
right.
different, what you're like. And, you know, us black people, we say we like the Bible, so you ain't even going along with that, so I'ma just dislike you and hate you because
But
I'm better
let's keep it
than you.
real. Is your average hood dude? Are they reading the Bible, or do they even believe in God, man?
No, and
Like,
that's
let's keep
exactly,
it true.
and that's why I was saying it was stupid as hell. Like, because they don't even read the Bible themselves. Like, they're trying to judge you for going to hell when they're gonna be going to the damn same place. They probably gonna be right next to you. Like, is we all gonna be going there, like, hand in hand. Like, so what are you
Right,
talking about?
right,
So, like, I'm saying that they know that though. But
right.
it does not matter, because it's not about logic. It's about feeling superior. It's about feeling a void that you've been feeling since you came into this world. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. You're right. You're right. How do you feel about? I came in late. I'm sorry. How do you feel about like snitching in the black community? Like, why is that a thing? Like, when you see, you know, a white person reporting a crime, it's not considered snitching. But like a normal citizen like me or you, being black men, if we report a crime, oh, you're snitching, oh, you're telling, you're this and that. Why do you think that is?
I
We get
feel
treated differently when it comes to that.
I feel like it's because of what we've been trained, and that, like, and how else are you going to facilitate and perpetuate more crimes other than to shame people who try to, you know, expose all the crime that's going on? You're going to call it snitching. You're going to shame it, although it makes no sense that we're going to be quiet and continuously thing. We're gonna be quiet because that's the cool thing to do, or because, you know, snitches, you know, get scared. So in order for you, if the shame don't work, we gonna kill you because you did it. Like, to me, I feel like it's a way to scare people into staying in the same cycle. Like, I'm trying to tell you, I think this stuff is so deeply ingrained within us. People do not understand the effects of what's happening.
Right. They don't, because I literally gave up on preaching because our people, they literally don't listen. So I create content. I recently just found out, like, the stuff that people actually want to see. They want to see and hear negative stuff. So I've been reporting on, like, the death of Takeoff and whatnot lately, and that's been getting more views than my positive stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, our people, we like to hear the negatives instead of the positives of situations. So I just found that funny. Like, that was an observation on my. I mean, I don't want to change my content to where I'm always talking about rappers and negative stuff. I honestly want to motivate and whatnot. I have a podcast where I'm giving advice and whatnot. How to gain assets and like build credit, do taxes and whatnot. But I find it funny that, like, when I posted the Takeoff stuff, like, everybody wants to be tuned into the negative, but the positive, it always gets overshined by the negative.
Exactly, and it's the same thing. Even what I'm doing, like I'm trying, like I actually have decreased in certain topics on my channel
Right,
because like although we've been talking about black males, let me switch over to black women for a second.
right,
So black women have a habit of, I don't know, like you ever had a sibling, right?
right.
And like let's just say it was two or three of them. You had the one who was always getting into trouble,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had one who was sneaky, and
Right,
they were quiet, and like they was doing just as much stuff as everybody else did, but they were doing it undercover. But when you call them out on it, they want to act like they're a victim, although they know that they've been doing wrong as well, because they expected you to just throw all the insults, all everything, just on the man. I mean, or on the one that's acting crazy,
right,
other than, because she been sliding underneath the radar this whole time, this sibling. And I feel
right,
like that's what black women represents. Black women, I feel like they don't like being critiqued or held accountable sometimes. And when I talked about different topics on this channel, and I'm critiquing, men, oh yeah, we go up for that. Or if I'm critiquing people that they don't like, we go up for that. But as soon as I flip the script and I start, pointing out things that, I feel like black women also have an issue with,
right,
then it's an issue. Just for example, on one of my video, the video that I did the other day about about Love and Marriage Huntsville, I brought up the fact about women having kids that they know that they can't afford.
right,
Then the woman's gonna go in the comments and tell me, well, what about the man? She didn't make the baby for herself. I was like, but as soon as we take away the fact that y'all can, the fact that we don't want y'all to get abortions,
right,
then it's y'all body, y'all choice.
right,
But when I'm
right,
when I'm
right,
putting the the responsibility on you to not bring it something into the world that you cannot provide for, then it's the responsibility on two people. But
right.
if we say that you should probably sign a document, or have a document signed by both parents of the person that got you pregnant and you, then you're saying it's your body, it's your choice. I'm confused. I don't
Right.
know what you want from me.
Right. Right. That kind of reminds me of Kevin Samuels, when he's critiquing women. And I
Oh my
wouldn't even just
God.
say I wouldn't even just say black women in general, because I don't want to generalize. So there are some good black women, but, like, nowadays it's just like, it seems like majority have the same mindset. But
Well, I
I'm
ain't
not gonna
gonna
I'm
well,
not gonna say all black. I'm not gonna say black women. It's women. Period. They don't like
I
to be
wouldn't say
critiqued.
major. I wouldn't say majority. I think I would probably say,
Majority of the youth, like early 20s, mid 20s.
nah.
That
I
that
don't know.
you don't think so?
I feel like it's different. I feel like, if anything, like I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like I don't I don't know how to. It's, to me, this is so deep. It's like a loop. It's like black men don't provide. They don't
Okay,
really.
let's
I'm
talk
like
about,
I'm
okay.
like I'm
Let
saying, like, well, I can't, like, oh well, we'll have to.
let's not say all
I might
black
have
men,
to.
because we already know what type of women, we already know what type of men that majority of women want. They want hood niggas. Let's keep it real. I seen a video on TikTok recently where a black woman said majority of the attractive men in the black community are hood niggas, and that's sad because we want them. That I'm just going by what I observe over the years.
That is true as well. I
They
will
they
admit.
say they say that, oh well, I feel protected with this guy, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like it's the men that they choose.
Like you might be
We can't
protected, but you don't.
generalize all black men because there's white collar black men like me that
Yeah,
get overlooked.
that is
I'm
very
not
true.
saying that I can't pull no female, but I'm saying the majority of women they want hood dudes. I'm just keeping it real. And
See, this is
I
what I'm
mean,
talking about. Like Jenny, you can't like just get like just like come at somebody like that because you don't agree with what they're saying. That's my point. Like like we literally sat here and picked apart the whole heterosexual black man. Nobody ever said shut up or get out. But as soon as we start talking about black women, all of a sudden now it's get the F out of here, you know, and then it's gonna be they're gonna continue to perpetuate that I hate black women. That's I don't know if you
no,
I
no,
don't know
bro.
if you heard of
It's
me,
no
but
hate over here, bro.
I'm
We're just talking. We're having a conversation. I love black women. I'm gonna lie. I love black women. I love black women.
we're like right, we should all have the ability to to state our opinions. Now, me personally, I don't feel like it's majority of black women. I feel like it's a small minority, but I feel like
But
a
those are the
lot.
women that be complaining though. The small minority that always like,
Well,
oh, niggas ain't shit. Black men ain't providing.
well, that is
Da, da,
very
da,
much
da.
that, like, you know, you got me there. I really do be saying that all the time, though. I
If
really
I
do.
go on Facebook right now, this is a Facebook account that I haven't used in years, and I was just adding random people, number black women, all them baby mamas, niggas ain't shit. That's all I see. That's why I don't get on Facebook no more, bro, because it's so negative. And it's like the dudes on my Facebook, they bashing women. The women on my Facebook, they bashing men. It's like I mean, they're all black too, by the way.
Yeah, and
I'm just
I
going by
think,
what I see.
I think that's exactly what was
I'm
like
not
what.
saying it's facts. I'm just going based off what I see.
Yeah, I get it. It's like it's anecdotal evidence and stuff that you've experienced. So I can't, you know, I can't refute people's, you know, experiences.
Right.
I'm just like I tried my best to to go based on statistics and things like that because everybody experiences things differently. For example, like Momo just said, she's like, I can't stand hood niggas. She completely like so her experience is different from the
Yeah, it's
girls who
different.
do like
Everybody
it.
has
Right.
different experiences. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. That was another question I wanted to ask you. How do you
Well,
feel about interracial relationships?
I don't care. I feel like as long as you ain't out here demeaning the race that you are a part of, then that's fine. You can date whoever you want to. I don't think that I don't now me personally, I would not be dating nobody, you know, that's white. But I'm just saying that like I will be dating black. But I'm just saying like if you want to date a white person or a Mexican person, you can do that. Like
Right.
just make sure that while you doing that, you're not out here trying to tear down
Right.
the
Tear down black
community
women.
that
That's corny to me. Like if you have a preference, we don't care that, oh, I don't like black women, oh, this and that. Bro, that you're just self-hating at that point. Date who you love, date who's gonna treat you right, date, who's gonna love you the right way. We don't need to know that, oh yeah, I don't fuck with black women, I only fuck with white women. We don't need to know that shit. That's self-hate right there. I hate those type of dudes right there. And it kind of makes me look bad because I ain't gonna lie. I do have I'm 28. I've dated black women all my life. My daughter, she's black. But right now, I'm in an interracial relationship right now with a white girl. I don't go around saying bad stuff about black women or anything like that. Um, I guess I'll give you my backstory. Like why I'm not with my child's mom. Basically, kind of she did me dirty. She won't allow me to see my daughter, so I just said F it. It wasn't like how
when you say F it, like when you say F it, what do you mean?
I said, like, F the whole family thing. Like, it
You
is
mean
what it
F,
is.
you
It's
mean
done.
like F the family thing with her, or
Yeah,
you saying like
with her, basically, with her.
or but does that include your daughter or
I
your
mean,
child?
she would look. She won't let me see my daughter. She
So have you
basically
tried
she
to like so have you
yeah.
like tried to go
I
to the
went to
court?
court, bro. I went to court. Like I actually went viral on TikTok. I gained like 100,000 followers for my my
Hmm.
me posting my daughter and me going to court and whatnot. Um, that fell through. she got pregnant by some other dude. He got killed, so I guess she has another baby. I reached out, still doesn't answer my phone calls and then like that.
I
And
think
like I
I
haven't seen
think
my daughter in like almost a year and a half,
so.
and
It's
she's like
probably
keeping her away from me.
I don't think you should give up though. Like, because at the end of the day, when your daughter grow up, she gonna
Right,
want to know. She's gonna expect that every time like a man comes into her life, they're gonna give up on her because like you gave up on trying to fight for her. Like, I don't believe you should ever stop fighting. And
right.
whatever you gotta
But
do. I mean, anything legal, not anything illegal, of course.
I I
Like to
I, I already know, bro. Like I had that mentality when it first happened. Uh, I'm not gonna say what happened on here, but I think the dude passed away. Um, but it's like I truly I do want to see my daughter. I love my daughter. I've been there like from the day she was born up until middle of 2020 when she did me dirty, and got pregnant by that other dude. But it's like, should I wait until like she gets to an appropriate age to approach? Because there's no way of contacting her.
no,
She's
like
not
I'm
answering
like
my phone.
whatever,
Even with
whatever.
the
Like
court stuff, it's kind of hard because now like that happened to me. I gave up and moved back to Georgia.
I'm saying like when you say the court stuff, like what do you mean the court stuff?
Oh, so
What did you
basically,
do?
I filed for joint custody
Uh
basically,
huh.
and where she was living, they wasn't paying rent. Like they weren't paying rent because I had moved out, and I was trying to help her pay the rent, by moving back in. But apparently, she had a dude living there with her. Um, so I went to the courts like a month later after like the whole thing with me and her breaking up and me leaving our house. I went to the courts. I did the paperwork, paid like $300 for the paperwork. So they're supposed to serve her. So it took like 2 weeks for them to serve her, but she wasn't living at the house no more because they had got kicked out. Um, Turns out they didn't serve her, but when I did go to court, she was at the courthouse, and the
Like, have
judge
you?
was tell the judge. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was like, have you like tried to put like a missing child report or something like that? Because
I
because
called CPS, everything, because she smokes weed in front of my daughter, and they didn't do nothing either. They were like, they called her and let her know that they was going to do a house visit, which I didn't understand, and I guess she cleaned up everything, and I haven't seen my daughter ever since. And I think that's one thing that is not talked about in the Black community. Also with men, period. Like, there are some good dads out there that like it's not on no wild shit or in the streets or anything like that, and we actually want to be in our kids' lives, and we get done dirty.
I mean, I
That's one
understand that,
thing that happens that nobody talks about.
but
When
I
a
just
dad is
hope
actively trying to be in their daughter's or son's life,
I'm
and
just saying, I'm just like, I just want to put it out there though that like your daughter's gonna grow up, and although the mama tried to like to keep you away, she's gonna want to know like all of the steps that you did like to try to to go after her, and if she feels that you gave up, that's gonna really help. Like that's really gonna affect her mentally, especially if you have other children that you're gonna be having, especially when they with white women. That's definitely gonna be doing it as well.
well,
So I'm saying like.
I ain't planning that far ahead. I mean, like, I just, I mean, the whole situation where it didn't make me want to date a white woman. It was just the fact that I met that girl and she liked me and we clicked. That's that.
Uh-huh.
But
So you filed a police report and everything.
I called the police one day because the dude was at I was picking up the last time I seen the last time I seen my daughter, I drove to the house that we were staying in.
Uh-huh.
The dude that she was messing with that she got pregnant by was outside on her car smoking a blunt, right? I get out the car and I started to approach the house. So he hops off the car. He says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Bro, like I'm going to see my daughter. What are you talking about?" He's like, he's being disrespectful. He's like, "Oh, that's my daughter now." Right? And
Okay.
she allowed him to disrespect me. After that, I said, "I'll be right back," because I was on some wild shit. I was gonna do something. I said, "I'll be right back." So he approached my car and busted my windshield, and she was
Okay.
right there when it happened. allowed him to say that's his daughter now. And even when I think he passed, like I said, he passed away, she posted on her Twitter a picture of him and my daughter saying, "Oh, even though you're not her real dad, you're truly something like some BS like, oh, you're her dad.
I
She don't have no other dad but you."
I get it, like, but I'm just saying, put yourself in your daughter's. Is it a daughter or a son?
I have a beautiful 3-year-old daughter. She'll be
Okay.
4 in
So I'm
May.
saying, like, put yourself in your daughter's shoes. Like, suppose like your mom might be irresponsible like that, and you ain't got no way out. You can't leave. You have random men coming in and out and stuff like that. That you don't know. You ain't seen your daddy in years, and then you come online and then you hear your dad say, I gave up. You know, like you would want somebody to come and save you, or like don't stop until they can do everything in their power to get you. Like, so I'm
Right,
saying, like, I don't know what you're gonna have to do. I don't know if you're gonna have to call the CIA, the FBI, Judge Judy, but like
right.
it should, like, you saying that you give up on the family thing should not
I,
be a thing.
I,
That's
bro,
really that's really gonna
look,
fuck
I
up.
haven't I haven't went as far as emailing Steve Wilkos, man. I went that far, bro. Because like when it happened, I didn't know how to handle it. Like I was like I didn't even want to be here no more. Honestly, like I did not, because that was my soul, that was my rock, that
Right.
was my little girl. She's like literally looks just like me. That's like my twin, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
it just hurt me knowing that like I was in a helpless position. And even when I went to lawyers, I really couldn't really afford it at the time. And now like I did try recently, like 2 months ago, to find out where she's at. I don't even know where she lives at. I don't know where she's at. I don't know. I don't even know what my daughter looks like anymore. Like honestly, and that's sad. I don't have no
Yeah,
up
like
to date. I don't have no up
at
to
this
date pictures
point.
at all.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go in a second because I was doing this on my lunch break, but I know, like, I just have a couple more words. I don't know if you had like my handles or something like that, like, or maybe you should write your channel name in the comment section so I can go check it out or stuff
Hmm.
like that, so I can get back in contact with you. But I'm just saying that, yeah, I don't know what you're gonna have to do. You need to call the police, call America's Most Wanted. I'm saying, like, you really need to try to exhaust everything that you have. Like, that's your child. That's you. That's a half of you. And you saying that you don't even know what she looked like right now is crazy to me. Like, you should definitely not stop fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you, like, I don't get calm. I'm saying you have to do whatever you have to do. If you have to file a police report, cite your child is missing, saying that you ain't seen your child in years, saying that this woman took your child and disappeared, then saying that your child is getting abused, saying that your child is getting mishandled. Say whatever you gotta say.
right,
And like,
right,
you need to be a constant part of your child's life.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
and I'm saying, like, you saying that you give up is unreasonable to me. I don't I don't I
Yeah,
don't I
it
don't, I
is.
don't I'm not.
It sounds bad. It is unreasonable. It's
It
just
is
the
bad.
like the things that I went through. Like I've even like I'm not trying to get no like pity from nobody or anything like that,
Yeah.
because like as a man, we're not supposed to do that anyway. Like, but it's just like, bro, the stuff that I went through. Like I have stuff on my channel that like I had to archive in private because it was like a last letters to my daughter type stuff. Like,
I understand.
it was
I,
on that type. It was on
I
that type of time.
I get that, and all I'm saying is that, like, at the end of the day, it's not about like you or her. It's about the child. Like, I understand that you're going through your own trauma, but think about the trauma that the child is going through.
Right.
She can't leave. She
Right.
don't she ain't seen her daddy in years.
Right.
She had, like, don't know, no telling what's happening to your child right now. And I'm saying that,
I
like,
don't know. I pray she didn't get touched or anything like that. I
and
don't
I'm
know.
saying, like, so if that's the case, ain't no giving up. What you should be doing right now is like trying to exhaust, calling whatever you got, a detective, whatever you got to do. I don't know, like, to try to get your child, because that's completely ridiculous, that like that all of this is happening. Like, it's completely ridiculous. But like, I will pray for you and stuff like that. Please put your channel name in the comment section for me, or
Okay.
comment after this video wrap up, because I really do
You
gotta
got
get
an
back.
Instagram, man?
I do. My Instagram is it's, hold on, it's right here. I'll put the banner on. It's
All right.
Jeremy Speaks TV.
Okay.
That's it, and it's all together. But like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put you down. I gotta go up. I gotta go back to work. Um, so I didn't know I was gonna be gone this long, child. I've been going an hour and 9 minutes. All right, so I gotta put you down, okay?
All right, man.
All right. So
Appreciate it.
y'all, no problem. Talk to you soon, hopefully.
All right.
But y'all, I love every single one of y'all. I gotta hurry up and get up out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. Um, this got a little bit deeper than I anticipated, but much love, much peace. Please be safe out there. Please keep everybody in your prayers, and much love. All right, I gotta go.